welcome back to On The Collective with me, Jace, and to a very impromptu and probably quite controversial video. I'm guessing most of you have seen, but maybe not all of you have seen, that today Prime 1 put out that their previously released Alien Big Chap, which is sold out, whatever the edition size was, I can't remember, I think it was 200 odd on the one and whatever it was on the other one, it's being re-released. It's being re-released. It has a slightly different modified base, no back to this one, and it's got a Nostromo theme base, so a much smaller base on this one. That in itself has got a few people's backs up, because obviously it's going to be cheaper to ship because it's lighter. And obviously, pretty much everybody, as you would expect, is more than slightly peeved at the fact that Prime 1 have done a reissue. You know, they're not the first company to do it, it's not the first piece to be done, they won't be the last company, or it won't be the last piece to be done. And I think we all pretty much fall on the same side of the fence when it comes to reissues of edition-sized pieces. Now, let me start off by saying, any of you that watch my channel regularly will know what I'm about to say, because I absolutely love this piece, and it was one of the pieces I was most gutted that I missed. So, you know, I'm not going to be a hypocrite here, guys. I'm going to be totally transparent and honest with you. Tomorrow morning when this goes up for pre-order, I'm pre-ordering it. I am pre-ordering it. And not only am I pre-ordering it, guys, I've got to be honest with you, when I saw this today, even though I'm fully aware it's a reissue and I'm fully aware of all the politics involved with reissues, to say I was pleased was an understatement. I was chuffed to bits, because I love this piece and I can't wait to get it. So I'm just letting you know that now, because I don't want to come over as a complete hypocrite. Right, having said that, because there's been a lot of conversation about this today. First of all, do I think that it's right for statue companies to reissue edition-sized pieces? Do I think reissue is correct? No, I don't. I think it's morally, ethically wrong for them to do it. In regards to why they do it, people who have said that they're doing this solely to milk a highly successful piece which had a small issue size, to make more money out of it, I 100% agree with you. I 100% agree with you. Of course that's why they're doing it. And I know a lot of the reasons with the small edition size people were saying today, because obviously COVID was on and maybe they didn't sell. Yeah, I agree with all that. But there's also the other side of the argument. Away from that, I agree with that, but looking at it from the other side of the fence, so to speak. Like with this example, for me, and there's going to be a lot of other people, I'm really, really chuffed to be getting a second bite of the cherry. You know, it's a way of getting a piece that we missed, and we don't have to pay the extortionate second-hand prices. In fact, I've only ever seen this piece up for sale twice. I mean, to put it in perspective, let's look at it from another angle. For argument's sake, let's say, I mean, I always pick on him because he's behind me and you can all see him, and it's a very, very popular piece. Sold out, completely sold out, and in a year's time, Prime 1 reissue the Sauron piece. How will I feel? You know, they've altered the base. They've made a much smaller base. So again, it's going to be cheaper, easier to ship, blah, 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 blah. How am I going to feel? Will that annoy me? No. Would I be upset by that? No. You know, am I going to be sort of insulted or up in arms? No. No, I'm not. Because I've got my piece, and I've got the, you know, for want of a better term, the OG Prime 1 piece. And I can be pleased that people who missed out on it have got a chance to get it. But that's away from the fact that I understand the issue with statue companies doing reissues. I get that, I get the arguments, and I totally understand. Be annoyed that the statue companies doing a reissue, and they know that the customers, the customer base, are totally against this, and this upsets them, but they go ahead and do it anyway. So that side of it, you know, because Prime 1 they know what they're doing. They know that this is going to piss people off, but they go ahead and do it anyway just to make more money. I get that, but personally as a collector, in regards to the piece I own am I upset by the fact that other people can now get it and there's going to be another variant of the piece? No, that side of things, I'm quite pleased that people can get that and not pay the extortionate or the potentially extortionate second-hand prices, which is an issue in itself and something that's separate that I'm going to discuss in another video. Yeah, because as a lot of you know, I don't tend to go for the second-hand market, and the prices are the main reason why. Because you see, this is the thing for me. I don't buy statues and concern myself with what it's going to be worth on the second-hand market. This never enters my head. Never bothers me. If I sell a piece and I get most of my money back, yeah, I'm pleased. If I made money, I'd be even more pleased. But I don't purchase statues with that in mind. Fundamentally, in regards to something being reissued, yes, I'm against statue companies doing that. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. Let me be totally clear on that. And I totally agree that they're only doing it to make more money. I totally agree with that. But to have it done on a piece that I already owned, I wouldn't be getting myself into the state that some people get themselves into. Because, you know, it's, to me, it isn't that important. You know, it's not. It's about having perspective, you know. It's like, and a lot of these people, I think a lot of these people, the comments I've read today, who were there like, oh, this is Prime 1, you know, they're ruining the hobby. I bet you they're there posting this shit with their phone in one hand, and with their other hand, they've got the laptop or computer open on the Prime 1 homepage, clicking the refresh button, waiting for this thing to go live on pre-order, you know. It's like, this is destroying the hobby. Refresh, refresh, refresh. This is Prime 1 and their quality control issues are ridiculous. Shipping, refresh, refresh, refresh. This is why people are leaving the hobby. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. That, when people say that, I'm sorry, I've got a bit of rant mode now. When I read that comment, this is the reason why people are... No, they're not. There's no mass exodus. They're not leaving the hobby. Even you writing that comment, you've not left the hobby. You're still here. And in the 5-6 years I've been doing this, I can tell you now categorically, there are just as many people whinging and fucking moaning as what there were 5-6 years ago. So people aren't leaving the hobby. I can understand, you know, it's because it's passion and that we're all, we hate the fact that shipping prices have gone up, and we hate the fact that statue prices are going through the roof. Again, this comes into the second-hand market. I think a big part of this comes into the second, which I'm doing on a separate video. But yeah, basically, I'm chuffed to bits that this piece has been reissued, because on a totally selfish reason, and I'm admitting my hypocrisy here. I'm admitting my hypocrisy here. I think a lot of people, like I said, they'll be pre-ordering it tomorrow. As much as they're ranting, they'll be pre-ordering it tomorrow. I'm being open and honest about it. So I'm pleased it's been reissued, because I want it. Selfishly, I want it. And I refuse to pay second-hand prices. These elevated, out of control second-hand prices. People get upset about the prices the statue companies put, but nobody ever seems to argue and whinge around about the ridiculously elevated second-hand prices. I'm confused. Like I say, I'm doing a separate video on that anyway. Yeah, so 100% agree with you all that when statue companies reissue previously released pieces that had edition sizes, ethically, morally, that is wrong. They should not do that, and they do it fully aware that it's going to piss everybody off, and they do it anyway. So yes, I'm totally on board with you on that. But anyway, there we are. Now I've had my little say. Sorry, I don't know quite. I went a little bit through the roof there. I don't know whether I'll leave that in or not. I might edit it out, because I think I'm going to get quite a bit of stick for this video. But then again, you know, if I get some stick, I get some stick. I would rather be unpredictable and controversial than not. Do you know what I mean? It's I love having the debates and things like that when it's constructive, and that's why I'd love to hear all your points of view on this. What do you all think to this Alien piece coming back out has been reissued. Are you going for it? Be honest. Let me know if you're going for it. And you know, and obviously, what are your points of view and your thoughts on reissues in general? And not just Prime One, guys. There's other statue companies that do this and have always done this. You know, it's Prime One today. It'll be others tomorrow. Yeah, you know, I'd love to hear it. Also, I'm going to hop over to the community because I'm going to put a little poll regarding this. So I'd love for you to click your thing on there so we can have a little look. Wow, right, I've literally come home from work and flown straight headlong into this. So I hope this has come out okay. Anyway, I don't know whether it has or not. I literally can't remember what I've just said. Yeah, so comments below. If you've enjoyed this video, guys, as always, please show it by giving it a like. If you're new here and you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing because it gets us to 1,000 subscribers in the next giveaway. Oh, talking of subscriber giveaways, those of you who won the 500 subscriber giveaway who have sent me your names, addresses, 3 of you I've sent your parcels off today. I will get the tracking numbers to you later, either today or probably tomorrow. There's a couple of you, I've got to package yours up now, literally once I've done this, and I'll be getting them shipped tomorrow, and then I'll get your tracking numbers to you as well. As of yet, guys, the 2 unclaimed prizes, the 2 people who won that, I can't think of their names now, they haven't come forward yet, so if by the time I get back from that wedding next weekend they still haven't messaged me, those 2 prizes will be back up for grabs, and I'll be pulling 2 names out of the pot from the 500 subscriber way, so be sure to check that video out at the weekend. Right, I'm going because I'm waffling and my throat's really dry, so yeah, ta-ra a bit, catch you on the next video.